Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. If you'd like a list of the charities that I support, I'd be happy to give them to you. Ultra-Orthodox military enlistment rises 24% as specialised service tracks expand. The IDF's Hasmonean Brigade, a special unit formed exclusively for ultra-Orthodox Haredi men to serve their mandatory enlistment, has been engaged in combat operations in southern Lebanon and reports operational activity during its first months of service. Their brigade is one of the several specialised units the IDS is developing in order to accommodate Haredi recruits. This week, the military said that 433 ultra-Orthodox men enlisted for the April-May 2006 draft cycle, a 24% increase compared to the same period last year. Israel Defense Forces reported that 272 of recent enlistees were assigned to combat units, while the Hasmonean Brigade brought on 96 recruits, a first for the unit. I greatly appreciate the new enlistees, said Brigadier Shea Taib, head of the IDF Planning and Manpower Administration. Their service in the IDF is a central part of the building force and protecting the security of the State of Israel, and many of them are doing so as pioneers in their families and communities. However, the operational need is much broader, and so is the absorption capacity. The increase is seen as a significant step for the IDF and for Israeli society, which has long debated ultra-Orthodox participation in military service since the early years of the state. The issue has contributed to the collapse of multiple Knesset coalitions over the decades and continues to be a point of political tension in the current Knesset. Haredi parties, the Shas and United Torah Judaism Party, were among those who supported a proposal to dissolve the Knesset and move to early elections in May. They cited as a factor the lack of agreement on legislation that would formalise draft deferments for Haredi young men to allow them to focus on yeshiva studies, a commitment that has been discussed during coalition negotiations in late 2022. At the same time, the IDF is moving forward with resolving the issue, including establishing and, if needed, dedicated military installations. There is reportedly infrastructure in place to form 3 more companies within the Hasmonean Brigade, and it could absorb many more Haredi recruits if voluntary enlistment continues to increase. If thousands come, we are ready with command teams and dedicated infrastructure for all of them, IDF officials said this week. Other steps the IDF has taken include appointing a Haredi Affairs Advisor to the Chief of Staff and launching new tracks for the ultra-Orthodox soldiers to serve, including combat units, as well as support roles in logistics, the legal military, prison systems, communications and security. Training programs have also been introduced for the officers who will command these units, including seminars in Haredi culture aimed at helping them perform their roles with greater sensitivity. The Kolel on Base initiative, a service model combining IDF based duties with scheduled Torah study periods for ultra-Orthodox soldiers, allows soldiers assigned to the base security roles to incorporate time for Torah study between shifts. In this role, the service is week on, week off, and the day will be divided between study time and guard duty. IDF officials said, "This is a role that is always hard to recruit for, and it will solve part of the manpower shortage. We don't fill quotas for no reason," they continued. Every track that opens goes through all the approvals to ensure people are being recruited to places where there is a need. So this is absolutely fantastic to see the Haredi Orthodox Jews joining their fellow brothers and sisters in the faith and entering into fighting in the IDF. After all, they are sons and daughters of Abraham also. And as we know in the Jewish past, for example, when Cyrus allowed the Jews to return back and rebuild the temple and the walls, the Jews who were there done part-time shovel work to build the walls and part-time security forces to secure the walls. This is amazing to see the Ultra-Orthodox now enlisting in the IDF. Go Israel, make us proud. Shalom.